Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
A give to Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Colts. Jack Doyle, 45 yards. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
43 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, Stockton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Elliott a first down and more. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lambeau is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Stockton completes it to the tight end, Burton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Gonna let one fly for Robbins. He's got a man. Complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
A final shot before break. Stockton flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Stockton. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Stockton. He's got Burton here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Taylor's got the first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Stockton nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And now the rookie's free. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Throwing on first down. Stockton flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. They run once more with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 5 yards remain on second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stockton. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Stockton. This one into the hands of Burton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there, handed to their big guy to pick up a first down.
On first down, Stockton. He finds his man complete. It's Campbell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Mack is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. On third down, Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game run on the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And connecting here with DJ Shark. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. 65 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. From the gun, it's Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw. Pass complete to Taylor. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. First and 10, Taylor now. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins. 2nd down at 5. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle.